Hi everyone, my name is Dov Hershgovitz, and this is a category maturity update for the pipeline authoring team. As most of you probably know, the pipeline authoring is a fairly new team. We split the CI, continuous integration team, into two, where continuous integration is responsible for running and analyzing your pipeline, and pipeline authoring is responsible for defining, creating your pipeline, and optimizing, editing your pipeline. And since the pipeline authoring is a fairly new team, and we also realized that traditionally GitLab did not invest in improving the authoring experience when it comes to pipeline, it makes sense for us to set up a scorecard of minimal for the pipeline authoring team. Now, if you want to learn more about the maturity level that GitLab has, you can visit our maturity page where you can read about the minimal, viable, complete, and lovable maturity score. So I have a really high confidence that we'll be able to quickly move from minimal to viable. And I've set up a maturity plan, which is our path to viable by completing those 3 epics that you see here. The first epic is the pipeline editor. Since we released it already, it's the MVC. This epic is almost complete on 13.8. Now, all users are able to edit and author their pipeline using a pipeline editor, which means that they have a dedicated experience and a dedicated solution just to author a pipeline. But we are still missing some basic capabilities around that. And this is where those 2 other epics come into play, which are more for optimizing the experience when it comes to write and author a pipeline. So the branch selector will allow users that are working on their non-main branch to work on pipeline editor. It appears to us that a lot of our users are not using master, they're not using their main branch, especially new users. And the second issue is the second epic, is the first time experience. So when there are new users that are new to GitLab or new to CI, the pipeline editor does not support those kinds of users and flows. When we first introduced the pipeline editor, it made sense for us to aim for the existing users because we have a large customer base that already have running pipelines. So those were like the first user that we want to interact with. But now it's time to engage and embrace those new users that maybe are coming from CM or maybe are new to GitLab. So I believe that by completing those 3 epics, we'll be able to move from minimal to viable. And of course, we'll need to go to the category maturity scorecard process where we will identify the job to be done. Then we will recruit users and we will create an environment, a test environment, and ask those users to complete a series of tasks. Based on the series of tasks that they will conduct, we will add a grade, we will add a score, and based on that, we'll decide if we can move from minimal to viable. Now, as I mentioned, I'm fairly confident that we'll be able to do it. This is an achievable goal that I'm planning to do on this first and complete in this quarter. So this is it. And if you have any other comments, thoughts, or questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you and bye-bye.